Hello and welcome to A VO's Journey. My name is Anthony Pica. This show is all about helping the new and upcoming voiceover artists grow their business and sidestep all the crazy things that I seem to step on. I've got a really cool show today. We're going to do something that I've never done before, but I definitely had a bunch of people asking me for this, and I've had some great comments and requests, and I've been seeing a lot. We are going to do a reaction to the Fiverr Super Bowl ad. I know that it's big in the Fiverr community and thoughts, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to react to it. Now, yes, I have seen it all the way through, so it's not necessarily a true reaction that, I haven't seen it before, but I thought that this would be a good opportunity to talk about this ad and, my take for what it's worth on the ad and what I think about it, and, is it helpful to the Fiverr community? Is it not? And, is it, what do I think about it? So I'm going to go ahead and switch. So what we're going to do is you're going to see here, I'm going to go ahead and pull that down, pull this up. All right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and move this back. We're going to hit play. All right. And let's see, make sure we got it. Here we go.
Looks good, guys. Success. It's off in right place, right time.
Okay, so first off, I have to be all disclosure here. When I saw this, and I'm seeing this right now, it looks like a landscaping company video. Okay, there's nothing with Fiverr here. There's no. When I remember seeing this when I was watching the Super Bowl, I had no idea this was Fiverr, a commercial for Fiverr at all. And since I knew nothing about the Four Seasons Total Landscaping Company and some of the things that went down with them and why Fiverr kind of latched on and everything, I had no clue. So right off the bat, I wasn't even paying much attention to this. Although I do think it is kind of cool, okay, if we're going to, so I think if we look at the criteria here and reacting to it, one, how does this, help Fiverr and the sellers on Fiverr? That's one thing. But two, how does the video itself stack up from a production standpoint? So I think we're going to look at it from both of those ways. So right off the bat, from the beginning, how does this help the seller so far? We're just a couple 6 seconds into it. It's only a minute long, but not very much. I mean, there's nothing here yet. We see and press venue, nothing yet. So let's go ahead and move on. Although I am seeing which I do think is kind of cool that it's a Tesla, like a mini Tesla Cybertruck, but that still doesn't help us at all for being a Fiverr seller. So let's go ahead and dive into this some more. Okay, so total, and I think I saw this somewhere else, but I remember thinking about this too. I'm totally getting like a Jurassic World or some sort of, clearly it's futuristic feel. All right, so if we were to nail it down from like a future standpoint, I could see how me being a Fiverr seller for years and understanding Fiverr the way I do, or the way I like to think I do, me personally, I get the future feel of Fiverr being the future. However, this does nothing, like if you have no idea about Fiverr, I don't even know, I would think this is the beginning of a movie. But I love it. It looks cool. But from a standpoint of, is this helping the sellers at all? I don't know. And by the way, I would say no, because there's nothing here that says anything about Fiverr or what we do. I would say that this woman here seems very cool. I don't know her other than this ad. I did start to do a little bit of research about the Four Seasons, landscaping company, and I still don't know the entire story, although they've posted some videos about it, about what the story is, and I guess how they're using Fiverr to help them grow their business, but then they got some national recognition about something here there, which which doesn't mean anything that I didn't hear about it, but I've never heard about these people or why they were linked to Fiverr until I dove further into the video. So of course at this case, so then on the video production side already, it looks cool. On the meaning side for Fiverr sellers, I got nothing. I don't But let's keep looking. Let's keep looking here. So it says, when opportunity knocks at your corrugated garage door. I'm assuming they're talking about theirs. Let's go ahead.
When opportunity knocks at your corrugated garage door, you roll that puppy.
So in the back here, we're going through different things. I'm assuming, right? And again, I'm assuming they're trying to, this maybe is their attempt at showing different things that, like different places on Fiverr maybe. And the only reason I'm saying that is because this is supposed to be a Fiverr commercial. So I'm assuming that's what they're doing. Again, I have no clue. It doesn't make any sense for Fiverr to me, but I'm trying to infer some sort of meaning out of what I'm seeing here. So let's keep going.
Yeah.
Okay, so clearly to me, again, all right, so this is the first time, again, I'm getting this Jurassic, I don't know about you guys, but I get this Jurassic Park kind of vibe through this, right? This is the first time we see, but again, you're not going to, I mean, if you don't know what that is, you wouldn't understand what that is. So that's a Fiverr. You got some Fiverr logos. We got the green. We've got green. Fiverr gets that. So they mentioned Fiverr gets that. So like if we go back to... You
roll that puppy up. Fiverr gets that.
So here we go. So this is the first time we see Fiverr. They're going into. So I guess she's trying to say, hey, when the opportunity knocks, you open the door and you go for it, and Fiverr is the company to help you. Again, how? Well, let's go through this and see how is Fiverr helping you, and even. Plus, and again, and me, I love Fiverr. Again, I'm not quite sure I understand why, what would this tell me Fiverr does? So let's keep going here. We're only about 20 seconds in.
From graphic design to web development.
Okay, so from graphic design to web development. Okay, we got that. There is literally hundreds of services on Fiverr. Of course, I'm partial to voiceover because that's the lane I'm in. But, probably the #1 revenue generating service on Fiverr we know is logo design. Although I don't know how that stacked up since Fiverr did introduce the automated logo design, but logo design was definitely #1. Voiceover was like #9. It was not very far up there, but we definitely, even resume writing, all kinds of things were above voiceover, but logo design was #1. I'm assuming graphic design could be logo design, right? And web development. Okay, so let's see what else they mentioned.
Or even a PR expert for things like, I don't know.
All right, so you've got, okay, so, and I think this is where Four Seasons comes in and why they went, and maybe, and again, so I guess I'm approaching this from 2 points, right? I don't know, like most of us and most people I talk to, and me personally, again, it doesn't matter that I don't know something, but I've never heard of the Four Seasons and why they have anything to do with Fiverr. Okay, so if I'm just watching this, right, in the Super Bowl, I'd be like, I don't know I still don't even know what this is, because it's like it's mainly about the Four Seasons, but how Fiverr helped. And then now I think maybe the PR person helped Four Seasons. And again, please, leave comments below if you know more about the entire story, about what Fiverr did, like the PR person from Fiverr helped the Four Seasons or something. I'm not sure. So, but it's like I said, this is cool looking. This is cool. Like, I think this is cool looking. They're in a lab. I guess you could say that they're engineering these people's success, maybe. I'm doing a leap here, but maybe that's what this means. They're engineering their success. I mean, I love the visuals. The visuals are cool. But remember, we said like 2 things. We said, 1, we're going to talk about the visual, like the production of it. But 2, we're going to have to talk about what this means for Fiverr sellers. Again, so over here, the visuals are awesome. I'm digging it. On the other side, this does nothing for me as a Fiverr seller. This doesn't help anyone note anything. And I'm trying to look through here to see if there's any, like, what are all the things, you know what I mean, that they've got.
For things like,
I'm assuming this looks like a padded drum set of some, and please, again, feel free to leave comments about what they mean with this. I don't know. I don't know. And maybe she says, I don't know. I don't know what this means. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
So that's, I do get that maybe they're engineering the Four Seasons success. You know what I mean? And maybe they're here to help engineer small businesses' success. Now, remember, at the same time, I'm stopping, really focusing on this commercial. No one would have done that. No one did that in the Super Bowl. So for me, this whole thing mostly passed me by until I caught a glimpse of Fiverr. And I'm like, oh, there's the Fiverr commercial, right? But so even though this is cool looking, it still doesn't. I don't think it would make a lot of sense to anyone watching it. Again, on the other hand, it's a pretty cool looking video. But again, what does it mean for us Fiverr sellers?
Booking a press conference.
So I guess what that was, maybe that's what they did. They had a Fiverr seller who did PR, helped them book a big press conference that got them a lot of business, maybe. And maybe that's what it is. Again, leave some comments if you know more about it. Now, again, I have to admit, because I'm a geek about Tesla, I love the Tesla Cybertruck. Man, I want one of those. To me, I want one of those mini cyber trucks. We'll probably get those before we get the real ones. But anyways, I think that's cool. That's cool. But Fiverr, why is this Fiverr? I don't know. Okay, so this is a cool picture. Definitely, right? I know I'm starting and stopping, and I apologize. I think by now probably many of you have seen this, and so I do apologize about starting and stopping. But like, this is a pretty cool picture. But once again, what in the world? This looks like. Again, I mean, now this makes me think of like Willy Wonka, doesn't it? Like going into I don't know, some or overgrown, Jurassic Park again or something. I mean, you got some cool stuff. Let's look here. So you got some dude flying around with chainsaws with his hands. If I'm trying to, again, infer what this means for Fiverr, maybe it means that, again, there's all kinds of different tools and people to help you with different things on Fiverr. Again, I'm stretching here. I'm assuming that's what... Okay, so... Maybe this is, the particular different types of sellers, and they all, you can see, each one of them are separated. It's a stretch. Like I said, I mean, it doesn't make a lot of sense about Fiverr. Cool video, though, still. It's on my cool video. It's still one of the coolest videos so far that I saw during the Super Bowl, when it comes to, like, video. Interestingly, but Fiverr-wise, I'm sorry, it just makes no sense. So Fiverr has freelancers to get you where you want to be. Okay, so this is the first thing. So we've got a 41 seconds in. If I was coaching you on Fiverr, which I often do, I tell you, you really got to get your hook early on. Like within the first few couple of seconds, because people aren't going to pay much attention. So at this point, we have a gentleman holding a butterfly behind a cage with a mask. Fiverr has freelancers to get you where you want to be.
Fiverr has the freelancers to get you where you want to be.
Okay, so that's the first time we've had the major Fiverr has freelancers to get you want to be, but there's no Fiverr on the screen. I feel like I'm being overly critical right now on Fiverr, and I love Fiverr. And I will continue to use Fiverr, continue to be an advocate for Fiverr. But, I don't know what agency they used for this. And no, like, this one was very nice. It seems like an awesome video. But, I mean, I don't want to say too much. I feel like we could have come up with something a little better. But let's keep going.
We found a 5th season!
Okay, so I'll be honest with you, when I watched this, I had no clue because I didn't know anything about what the 4 seasons even were, because in the Fiverr commercial, if I remember correctly, it went really fast in that beginning, so you might not even have seen the 4 seasons or even understood what they were, because I didn't. You know what I mean? I'm thinking of a 4 seasons hotel, or that's the only thing I know of 4 seasons. He comes out, hey, Mom, we found a 5th season. I don't know. This is a play. This is a joke. This is exciting. They found like more business or more. Again, leave comments below. I think when you watch these things too, it might be simple. I know whenever I see reaction videos, I'm always like, oh yeah, it makes sense. Why can't they see that? But in the middle of it, I don't know they're just making a joke. It seems like they're excited. Like, you know, 4th season, we're 5th season, we're doing even more, I guess. So now I guess, okay, so this kind of, if you think about it, this woman comes in, is this the lobby? I can tell you that going into Fiverr, into the right into the platform and seeing all of the stuff, you know, all the different sellers and all the different boxes, probably could feel this way. Probably could feel, I mean, you know, we're speaking in metaphors here, and this is the visual metaphor, if you will, and but yeah, I kind of see this.
The lobby. This is not a hotel.
So, okay. This is a lobby. This is not a hotel. And I don't know if that has a purpose. Maybe because the 4 seasons, like I said, it was a hotel. But I'm not sure, and I apologize again. And I wanted to be honest about it. This is the first time I've actually tried to dissect the video, and I wanted to keep that real, at least to you. And I don't understand that. I don't understand that. I think this is a really cool picture. I mean, I think the visuals are pretty cool. But so, you know, this was the first time Fiverr in the screen. And I will have to say that I guess now I'm thinking green everywhere. I mean, I guess there's the green. I get kind of the green, maybe a little bit. So yeah, I have to tell you, I'm switching back to this. I'm a little, I'm confused about the video. I really am. And I think from a standpoint of, does this help us as sellers, like, get business? I don't think so. Does this help Fiverr as a brand? Maybe, as a brand and a small business ambassador? Maybe, if people are willing to like, I have to tell you, I almost feel like this video was more for people who work on Fiverr or people who buy from Fiverr already. I don't feel like this video was for new people, because nothing in there would have showed me anything I needed to know about what Fiverr does. I mean, they only mentioned like 2, I think they meant in the PR. So they mentioned 3 different services. So like Fiverr's for graphic design and website design and PR. Like, what about the hundreds and hundreds of other services? And not saying they have to do that. But you know what I would have loved to see? I would have loved to see them, and they've published some other videos that I thought were very good, like that video, we all see that woman walking through her studio, or trying to, how do I hire somebody, or how do I hire a freelancer, and all this stuff, and why, the difference between working on Fiverr and a fancy boutique. I mean, that was very clear and cut dry, but that was also really controversial for a lot of peoples in different industries, because that was really kind of, punching at the gut at some of the higher end industry work. So I think, honestly, if I was, and this is just my 2 cents, which means nothing, 2 cents, I would have loved to see them focus on us, on the people that are in Fiverr, like even the workers in Fiverr, the freelancers in Fiverr, the buyers who buy from Fiverr. Even if they just went through, you know what I mean, and said, and did a connecting thing, like, Tom connected with Jill to help with the voiceover, with Sam who helped with video, with Sally who needed services. Now, instead of him being alone or her being alone, there is a world of possibility, all connected through Fiverr, and they show those. I thought that would have been, to me, that would have been cool, because it would have, but again, I mean, who am I? So I just think that, in my personal opinion, the video itself was pretty cool, but the message for Fiverr, for us sellers, for Fiverr growing as a business and gaining more traction and revenue, I don't see it. I don't see it. And you know me, it's got to be pretty rough if I'm not. I usually back Fiverr 100% of the time. I think they're very clever. They've been clever. But listen, we can't win them all the time. But as always, you know me, I love Fiverr. I will continue to keep working on Fiverr. I support them. But this ad was not their finest moment, in my opinion. But remember, it also has to do with, what were they trying to accomplish? They might not have been trying to accomplish driving traffic. They might have been trying to accomplish, making a name for themselves within the community that they're already playing to. You know what I mean? Which makes sense because, you know, we look at it as we talk about it. But even that, it just seems like it's a hard press. And this is nothing against Four Seasons Landscaping. They seem very nice. The owner seems very nice. I watched some of the videos a little bit. They all seem very kind and wonderful. And I'm sure the people who worked on the PR campaign and all the website and the stuff they did were great freelancers. And, you know, Fiverr did a good job, I think, of, you know, getting in and being a part of Four Seasons' success. So I think that was all cool. But I even think they could have still kept this whole thing Four Seasons and still made it more about how Fiverr freelancers, you know what I mean, from, yes, website and PR, but from all kinds of other services, how they can help companies like Four Seasons or other companies, small companies, because that was the whole thing with Four Seasons, right? It was a small company, but because of their using Fiverr and the different things that freelancers did, it helped grow. But it didn't even feel like it was about the freelancers in the video. Right? It didn't even feel like they, you know, because the woman made the woman made the comment, you know, or even a PR person, which I think was meant to say, you know, the PR person is what got them, you know, more traction from Fiverr, you know, the PR person they hired from Fiverr. But you wouldn't have known any of that. Like, you would know none of this. And I'm a simple guy, so I think that being upfront, being easy to understand is the best way to go. I know this video is long. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please, you know, make some comments below. You know, again, I love the video from a visual standpoint. I thought it was great. I thought that woman was wonderful. She did a great job. Talk about, I know she's the CEO of that place. She was a great actress. And I love the Cybertruck, the little the mini Cybertruck. I want one of those just to drive around my neighborhood. But, you know, from a standpoint of us as sellers, you know, it was not Fiverr's, in my opinion, finest moment for helping us as sellers, but, you know, that's okay. I think it is cool in the end to say, hey, Fiverr, you know, had an ad on the Super Bowl, you know, so that is kind of cool too. And again, you know, I'm trying to find positives as well. But I think generally I would have loved to see Fiverr talk more about all the freelancers. And, you know, because I think in the end, and of course I could be biased, you know what I mean? But in the end, freelancers are the machine that's pushing Fiverr. But Fiverr also has built the house, if you will. So we're all in this together. So it would have been nice to feel like they made that more visual in their piece. Anyways, thank you guys so much. Please like, subscribe, share. I appreciate you as always. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for all your comments and questions and requests to get this done. I hope to talk to you tomorrow. All right. Bye.